Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Prop Wiz. I'm your host, the Wiz. Today, in fact, I'm not sure if it was dropped last night because I feel like I started seeing clips of other YouTubers releasing their reactions to this clip. But about an hour ago, I saw that Marvel released basically a look forward, a look ahead at some of their properties. What are they calling it? Marvel Studios look ahead for Disney Plus, man. So basically just a sneak peek at some of the shows that's coming out on Disney Plus. They're not full out trailers. They're just little clips here and there. But dude, I'm excited. I kind of want to see what they got coming because we've been hearing pretty bad things about Disney Plus. That is a Bob Iger man came back and said that he was going to cut down on Star Wars shows, Marvel shows. They haven't been doing well. I'm corny. I like pretty much everything that comes out. There's a few little kitty shows and cartoons that I don't really get into, man. But I've liked everything to an extent. But at the same time, I can also take that naive hat off and be kind of balanced and see where the writing and the execution hasn't been up to our expectations across the board. You know what I'm saying? I think I love everything because I remember a time when we weren't getting anything. So I love having these options, and I can always decide what I want to watch and what I want to watch and not watch. And so Marvel shows are in there anyways, but hopefully this is something that boost the confidence of some of the people that might have lost their confidence in Marvel stuff. So let's go ahead and get started.
I brought you here to offer you an opportunity.
Oh, I smell what you're stepping in. It's gonna
We
be
already
good.
know Deadpool and Wolverine is dope. This is what I
It's been
was
some
really
time, hasn't it? You've come up in the world.
I could say the same about you.
I wonder if your darker half would agree.
Exactly what kind of a lawyer are you?
A really good one.
Yes, sir.
Miss me.
Wasn't expecting a Spider-Man.
Undeniable.
Anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic in life has had to do some questionable things to get it done.
Up for an adventure?
The battle they will sing about for ages.
Dude, I don't really rock with zombies.
You can slate whenever you're ready.
Simon Williams, reading for Wonder Man. I was born to play this character.
And we both have a lot riding on this. You better not mess this up.
I know.
I am ready.
I am Marvel Jesus.
We have a long road ahead of us.
You already seen
Much
that.
to do.
Oh my God!
Okay. Dude, it's dope. Of course I think it's dope. Of course I'm going to say it's dope. I already told you. I started with my intro letting you know I like everything. But I'm going to be honest with you. There was a couple of things in there that I will say I don't like. I'm going to be honest with you right from the jump. I'm not big on the What If series. I haven't watched any of them, man. I know it's a big deal because I've seen toys. Of course, I collect toys. I've seen 1/6 scale figures based off of that animated show. So I got to assume if they're putting that kind of money into the marketing and the toys and the products that the show is dope. I was never big on What If, even in comic book form. So even when I was collecting comic books real big, What If was my least favorite because I hate hypotheticals, even in life. I hate when somebody hits me what if such and such win, or, what if you had $1 million, dude? I hate hypothetical questions in real life. So, and that dates back to when in my early teens when I was collecting comic books. What if was a big hypothetical. It didn't feel real. It's like I'm reading this. What if I like it? And it goes nowhere. So I collected a few. I had a couple in my collection, but I did not like them. And evidently it followed me to my adulthood because I have not watched the show at all. So I will admit that was one. The Marvel Zombies, that animation so far, and again, I've heard people tell me that the animation is dope. I don't like that little digital. The animation doesn't look cool to me, man. And that Marvel Zombies have that same look. Now, on the other hand, one trailer that surprised me was the Spider-Man. Spider-Man trailer kind of surprised me. I'm not gonna lie, man. So this actually looks pretty dope. The animation kind of leans towards that. It's got a mix of that cell shading and digital. I can't explain it. And it might be them trying to be different, trying to compete with something like the Spider-Verse series, man, is so creative in its animation. So they might have been trying to do something different. I'm not saying that it's similar, but it's as different as some of the animation that I've seen earlier. But just a quick little clip. I wasn't expecting it. I love the humor. Spider-Man is one of my favorite characters because of the humor. So I'm definitely going to check that out when it comes out. And I don't know why I was going to save the best for last, but let's talk about it, man. Daredevil Born Again. As soon as I saw Look Ahead, the two properties I'm thinking about is Daredevil and Ironheart. I'm most excited. I'm interested in Ironheart, man. You know, you got some African-American characters, man. I really just want to know if it's being true to the culture. And this ain't a super pro-black. I know it sounds like super pro-black. I just want to make sure it's organic. They're not doing anything corny or anything that doesn't fit, but you know, the material. So Ironheart is definitely on my list, but Daredevil Born Again, dude, I'm a fan of the Netflix shows. In fact, in my opinion, Netflix did it best with at least Daredevil, and Luke Cage was fun. Daredevil was it, and Punisher. I think they did awesome jobs with those two things, and Luke Cage I thought was dope. It was one of those quotes, what I expect from Ironheart. Like I felt like Luke Cage was definitely true to the culture without, you know, doing anything corny and being true to a source material as well as in terms of the comic book. Daredevil, that's the one that I'm looking for, man. And I knew they made some changes. I enjoyed seeing him in She-Hulk, but not just because the costume was brighter, but the effects seemed like they stretched further, like he jumped higher. You had you could tell where it was Marvel-fied a little bit. And I didn't hate it, but it wasn't the same Daredevil. It didn't feel like the same Daredevil that I fell in love with in terms of the show. So Echo kind of fixed it a little bit. There was an appearances by Daredevil, super duper dope fight scenes. I never finished Echo, so I probably need to go back and finish it. So that was one of the shows I thought I liked when I first saw the first 2 or 3 episodes, but I didn't finish the show. So Echo might be on my bad list as well, but I'm gonna go back and check it out before I put the verdict out on that. But the Daredevil, looking forward to it, man. And dude, they are showing dope scenes. Dude, of course I'm corny, man, probably the photographer in me. I'm looking at things, color grading, the framing. It feels like the Netflix show. It's got that darkness. The fighting, from what they're showing, is just clips, but they show more clips of Daredevil than any other thing. I think Daredevil and Ironheart, which we'll talk about next, they show more clips than anything else. But dude, real excited about that, man. We'll guess go. Hopefully they drop a trailer or something. None of these are long trailers, but and there's things they didn't show. They showed Punisher, but they haven't showed Karen and Foggy, man. So I mean, not Foggy, is it Fergie? Foggy. They haven't showed all the characters that we know are going to appear in Daredevil, including Bullseye, I believe. So there's a lot to be seen, but what they showed was cool. And of course, again, Ironheart, same thing. It looks dope. They're not showing a whole lot. So I'm just looking at things like knowing it's an Iron Man, she's going to be wearing these suits of armor. The visual effects are going to be important. The story is always important. Don't get me wrong, but story plus visual effects, because they've had some shows that were a little bit corny, man. What's the young girls? I'm forgetting. I know I'm supposed to know everything, but the young girl that played in Marvels, that was one of the 3 ladies in Marvels. Like, I watched her show. I actually enjoyed that actress, but I didn't enjoy the visual effects in it. It wasn't up to Marvel standard, man. I'm sure there's some other shows that's like that. Agatha's like that sometimes as well. But this, it looks good. I love the actress that plays old girl, and so looking forward to that. And again, What If I'm not feeling, but if you're feeling that, cool. Wonder Man, they didn't show us a lot, man. And I wasn't a big Wonder Man fan in the comic book either. So I had to kind of go back. I recognized the name, knew what he looked like. I went back and looked at some comic books, and it's like, I don't remember that. I don't know what his powers are. I don't know a lot about him, which is why there's probably not an uproar of the character, because I believe this is one that that they're changing the look of the character. And I'm not going to dive. I don't care. So I'm not going to dive into it. I just know that other people, man, get super duper twisted when that happened. I'm guessing it's not happening because this character isn't as well known. With that being said, the trailer didn't show us a lot. I like the actors, Ben Kingsley and the main. I like the actors, but they didn't show him in costume. We really don't get a complete feeling of what it's about. I feel like there's going to be a little humor dropped into this. I don't know how far they leaning into that, but actor wise, you got me. At least I'm going to be sitting down trying to check it out to see if it's something good or not. And of course, Deadpool. They went over Deadpool. We already saw Deadpool. And we did get some dates. Let me see. 2025. We got June, Ironheart, March, Daredevil, December 2025, Wonder Man. So this is stretching out, man. So again, March 4th, that's the one for me, baby. March 4th, 2025. I'm gonna be glued to the TV. But anyways, man, I thought it was dope. This video is probably longer than I expected it to be, but yo, they hit us with a bunch of trailers, man, and I thought it was important to discuss it. I'm feeling it. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments section. Does this make you more hopeful? That's my main question. That's my main question. Does this make you more hopeful for the future? If you're one of those people that kind of phased out of Marvel or losing hope in Marvel, does this give you hope? Let me know what's up, at least with Disney Plus, because I know we got all kinds of other disasters going on in the movie world with Blade looking like it's not going to happen. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Also, if you do like this video, please take the time to hit the like button, hit the notify button as well. That way you get notified every time I drop a new video. If you haven't already, please subscribe. As always, I love you guys to death, and I'll check you out next time, all right? Peace.